Are layoffs already lining you up and you don't even know it yet? I've been through a bunch of layoffs back when I was a senior leader at Riot Games, and I can tell you, there are always signs. Stuff like struggling to show your impact, your boss getting weirdly distant, or your company suddenly adopting AI for the exact work you're doing right now. But first, how do you actually know if you're at risk? Let's hit the 3 big red flags that almost always show up before that dreaded meeting invite drops into your inbox. Let's kick off with the biggest risk in gaming careers right now: not being able to clearly explain your value. Imagine you're on a train to the biggest gaming conference of your life. The conductor walks over, asks for your ticket, and you realize that you don't have one. Doesn't matter how long you've been riding. No ticket, you're off at the next stop. Same thing with your job. Your ticket is being able to show the value you bring to the company in a way that's measurable. If you can explain that clearly, you're golden. But if you can't, you're basically hoping no one notices when layoffs hit. So how do you actually figure this out? Start here. List out the biggest things you've worked on over the last 6 months. Then, find real measurable results for each. Did you ship a feature that boosted player retention by 15%? Did your skins bring in a few $1,000,000? Did your QA work catch major bugs that saved a launch? And here's the kicker. Translate that into business language. Instead of saying, I made 15 skins, say, my skins drove 3.2 million in revenue and bumped up player satisfaction by 8 points. Way more powerful. But even if you crush this, there's still one major thing people miss. If you know your value, but your boss doesn't, you're still at risk. Let's hit the second big red flag. Your boss doesn't clearly see your value. Even if you're killing it, if your manager doesn't know what you bring to the table, you're vulnerable. Quick story. At Riot, we had a community manager everyone loved. Forums loved him, players loved him, even other teams loved working with him. Heck, Reddit loved him. But when layoffs came, he still got cut. Why? His own manager had been dodging their one-on-ones for weeks. Short meetings, constant reschedules. Turns out, when the decisions were made, his boss wasn't fighting for him. His boss didn't even know what to fight for. So how do you avoid this? You have to get proactive. Here's what to do. Step 1. Book a meeting with a super clear agenda. I want to talk about my contributions and how I can have even more impact. Step 2. Bring a tight one-pager with your wins and 2 to 3 ideas on how you can deliver even more. Step 3. In the meeting, straight up ask, how do you see my role impacting the team's success? Where could I be adding even more value? And don't just leave it there, pitch ideas too. I was thinking about leading our optimization push next release. Would that move the needle for the team? The goal here isn't to beg for validation. It's to force alignment, to make sure you and your boss are crystal clear about the value you're bringing right now. But even if you do all that right, there's still a monster lurking. And it's not personal. It's AI. Picture this. Someone knocks on your door and offers you a brand new Mercedes. All you have to do? Give up your old Honda. No brainer, right? Well, that's exactly how companies see AI. Trade human work for faster, cheaper results. I've seen studios wipe out entire concept art teams once they roll out AI pipelines. And here's the kicker. The people who kept their jobs? It wasn't always the best artists or people. It was the ones who already knew how to work with AI. So how do you make sure you're not the one left behind? You make yourself someone AI makes better, not someone AI can replace. Here's how you do that. Step 1. Learn what AI tools are popping up in your space. Writers? Look at LLMs. Artists? Check out Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, and stuff like that. Step 2. Actually use them. Test them out. Track how much faster or better you get when you use them smartly. Note what you can do that the AI cannot replace. Step 3. Tell your manager about it. Frame it like this. I've been using AI-assisted concepting. It's tripled my initial output, which lets me spend way more time perfecting the final designs players actually care about. Then, suggest a small pilot project where you show off the boost. Make it a no-brainer for your company to see you as part of their AI-augmented future and not part of the past. Alright, so now you know how to spot layoffs coming and stay valuable before it's too late. But here's the thing, just surviving isn't enough. If you're not actively growing while others are scrambling to survive, you are still falling behind. In my next video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps my client used to go from contractor to full-time employee in just 6 months without burning out or working 80-hour weeks. Click the next video and I'll show you how to fast-track your gaming career while everyone else is just trying to hang on.